So one day, randomly, a thought came into my head. How do apps like Spotify make these modern looking GUIs on the app and on the website? How could I do that? And well, I think I have the answer. I'm gonna be making this build in Python, which is the language I'm most familiar with. So that's a plus. And let's get right into it. So first thing we're gonna need some libraries. For this, I'm using custom tkinter and the OS library that comes pre-installed in Python. I'm gonna need to define what do I want my GUI to look like. For this, I'm gonna just go with dark blue. It's the same as my Visual Studio Code. I just like the look of it. So with those libraries in hand, and now that we know what we want to do, let's start coding. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna want to do is install the custom tkinter library. So let's go pip install custom tkinter. I already have it installed, so I'm not gonna do that. However, just do that and it'll install to your current directory. Then you're gonna want to import it. So I'm gonna do import custom tkinter as ctk. And we're gonna import our second library, OS. So with this, I'm gonna make a login page. So first, as I stated, I'm gonna want to do a dark theme. So ctk.set appearance mode, and we're gonna put it as dark. Then we're gonna want to do the color theme. So ctk.set default color theme as dark blue. So just put a dash in between the dark and the blue. And now let's define root. So root equals ctk.ctk parentheses. That just sets the root. Then we're gonna say that our page, so root.geometry, is gonna be 500 by 350. So now, if we just do root.mainLoop, and if we run the program, we can see that we have a window that says CTK, that's just the normal title, as 500 by 350. Let's continue. Then we're gonna define two functions. So first we're gonna define quit. Now the order is very important. So you want quit before login. So now we've defined two functions. I'm just gonna put a quick print just so it stops giving me error messages, because that will get annoying if it continues. Yeah. Then we're gonna do frame equals ctk.ctk frame. And then we're gonna say the master is root. Bam. Then we're gonna pack it. So frame dot pack. So we're gonna do pad y, and we're gonna make it 20. So 20 up, then pad x 60. Then we're gonna fill in both. And finally, we're gonna allow this to expand, since we're gonna be resizing. Well, it's up to you if you wanna include resizing. Then let's put our label. So label equals ctk dot ctk label. And we're going to say master is now our frame, since we want everything to be included in the frame, and that helps us center things. The text is going to be login menu. Then we're going to label dot pack this into pad y is 12, pad x is 10. Then we're going to do username, since we're going to want a username and password. So username is ctk.ctk entry, which is the name for where you can type in. We're going to say that the master's frame that's terrible. There we go. Master's frame, and the placeholder text is going to be username. Then we're going to pack it, so username dot pack pad y. We're going to make it 12, and pad x, make it 10. After that, we're going to do the exact same thing, but with password. So what I'm going to do is copy and paste that, and put in this here, and just change it to password. Change this to password. And that just makes it easier. And change the placeholder text. Password. After that, we're going to want to put in the button. So button equals ctk dot ctk. Oh, small typo. ctk dot ctk button. And we're going to want to include into it the master as frame. And text equal login. And this, we're actually going to do one more thing. The command is going to equal login, the function that we defined all the way up here. So then we're going to go back down, pack this button. So button.pack pad y is going to be 12. Finally, pad x be 10. Caps lock. Pad y going to be 12. Pad x is going to be 10. And that's it. But we have to define our functions here. So let's start with quit, which is going to be the easiest one. It's one line only. Root dot destroy. That just destroys our application. And login is going to be a little bit more complicated. So first we're going to get the username as user equals username, the entry dot get. Do the exact same thing for password. So password equals password dot get. Then we're gonna do if user equals. This time we'll make it test. Up to you. And if password equals test. If both these conditions are true, then we're going to want to first put a label. So we're going to call it label 2, ctk.ctk label. And we're going to call it, and we're going to make it the master frame. And the text to be redirecting. Then I'm going to pack it, so label 2 dot pack. Pad y is going to equal 12. Pad x going to equal 10. Pretty standard. Then we're going to start using our OS library. So os.system, which basically whatever you put into here is a command. So put Python file path for the actual Python. So this is whatever you have it as. So Python file path, and then main menu.py. So that's going to be your next page. So first we need to call upon the next page, and then we're going to quit. And there you go. So if we run this program now, we get username and password. So I'm going to put test. If we log in, it's going to give us an error. Obviously, I didn't put any directory here. However, it works. If you made it to this part of the video, it probably means that you liked it. So it would help if you could subscribe or like or anything else. Doesn't really matter. It's up to you. But yeah, have a good day.